Hello folks, in today's tour I take the e-bike around Belfast PEACELINES and interface areas around north, west, south and east Belfast, taking in some of the lesser known spots that you wouldn't see on the main tourist bus tours. I'm not saying Belfast is a completely divided city, but these areas and peace walls still exist, so it's good to document them now. Don't know how long they'll be around for. Anyway, enjoy the tour. We're now at Duncairn Gardens. On the left here is the New Lodge and on the right is Tigers Bay. New Lodge being the nationalist side and Tigers Bay being the loyalist side. So take a wee spin up. So this road is the dividing line here. And we'll nip through to both sides. So you can see there the gate is still locked. And same here, the gates are still locked from last night. Actually don't know if those open ever. I thought they opened, but maybe not. There's another wee one there, just keeping people apart if needs be. You can see here, still going here, gates are still locked. So we'll nip through to the other side. This the other side of the road here takes us through to the loyalist side. Up the road there, this is all nationalist, and then through here you're back into the loyalist side.
So this is the Tiger's Bay. So we're going to take a right. I'll try and nip through and show you into the new lodge as well. And up ahead, we're just coming back to where we started at this particular point. Sorry, this particular interface. We'll go straight on through them, we're into the new lodge side. On the new lodge side, I'll nip up the gates, we're obviously locked up the road there on the new lodge end, so we'll try and get in and see it from this side. Obviously you have to be careful too, you could end up hearing up in somebody's back garden thinking he's this weirdo chatting into a mic. And straight ahead there is one of the walls, the lock gates that we were at from the other side. So this is from the Nationalist New Lodge side. I think those gates open, I might be wrong, they look a bit rusty, but certainly not open this morning. And there's the fence down the back of those houses too. Very strong smell of cannabis in the air. Very strong. Right, that brings us back to the junction we started at for this particular bit, so on to the next one. Right, we're just along from Tigers Bay. We're up the limestone road, so there's no actual wall as such here, but it divides pretty quickly. I'll cycle down a wee bit here, I'll see. This bit here would be nationalist side. We have the Holy Family Youth Centre across the road. On the left there would still be nationalist, and then more or less past this on the right you've got the sort of derelict building there, well, run down building. That's basically you through to the Protestant loyalist side. As I say, this is the limestone road. We Curry Primary School on the left there. So this would all be mainly Protestant from here on in. It's another wee quirk. You don't always get big walls and fences. It can just change with a matter of streets or a few vacant buildings. Right, on to the next one. Right, just a bit further on from the last one. We're at Alexandra Park Avenue. And we're coming up towards, well, this is obviously still a Protestant, mainly Protestant area. And we'll go up left. Lots of good people on their way to church this morning. And this now starts to turn more nationalist and Catholic. On the left hand side is Alexandra Park itself, and this served as the barrier. Wasn't really a need for a wall. This was the park that separated both sides, so it still serves that purpose to a certain extent today. We're just on the Cave Hill Road now. We're going to take a right into the Westland estate, which is a Protestant working class housing estate. Cave Hill Road here would be probably pretty mixed. As you go on down, it would become pretty much nationalist. And there's a natural barrier in behind the Westland up ahead, which is the waterworks. So we'll head on this way. I got this e-bike recently. It's my first one and it's an absolute beast. Really impressed with it. It's great for things like this. We're starting to leave the estate here now. Becomes more sort of leafy suburban. middle class, be probably mixed at this point. It's all a bit of guesswork, but some nice houses down there in those streets into the left. Up ahead on the right is Cliftonville Golf Club. We've Armagh supporter on the left there. We'll crack on to the next one, heading towards Old Park and Ardoyne and that direction. Right, we're just coming on to the Crumlin Road here. This is Flax Street. So the gates up ahead used to be permanently shut. They're open now, although they can be closed in any time. Up on the right, here's a mill that's converted into flats. Obviously this is mainly nationalist people living in it. And the wall ahead there would have been bigger back in the day. It's the Shankill behind that. So this is quite a major interface. Still there, still here, just not as big as it was. And we'll go back down, we're onto the Crumlin Road here. I'm going to take a left up ahead and we'll get into the Old Park. Taking a left on the Hillview Road. Obviously on the left hand side you've got loads of retail units which acts as a barrier. On the right is more industrial stuff. On the right hand side behind all that would be the Protestant homes. On the left you're back into Ardoyne there where Flax Street is on the Catholic side. Like he was admiring the bike there, wasn't he? And we're going to nip right here and we'll go down to the Protestant side, back down towards Crumlin Road in the Old Park. So this is the Crumlin Road, into the right there, back into the Shankill. We're going left here. Up ahead too is the Crumlin Road jailhouse. We go in for tours. You actually get into it in the car up here on the right hand side. So this is Loyalist part of the Old Park. In the 80s, up in a few streets back on the left, they tried to do a mixed housing estate development. It didn't last too long. Went up in flames very quickly. Regeneration for the Shankill. Yep, plenty of space could be built on here. On the right hand side they built a playing pitches and sporting facility, so that acts as a barrier. Behind it would be the Catholic side. We'll take a spin up the left. This is still Protestant up here. You can see there that open space, that's another barrier. Some nice new homes getting built. Good to see. And if you see straight ahead there, there's the wall that's still in place between the two sides. So we're still on the Protestant side here, the bit of greenery. And then behind those walls and fencing would be the Catholic homes. It's quite a big fence. You can see why North Belfast was the murder central and the Troubles. It's just a patchwork of communities in the one into the next. So close together. So as I say, that's a sporting hub they built, which acts as a barrier. They can shut the gates there if needs be too. And from here on in, this would be the national side. On to the next one. Just following on from the last one there, we're actually on the nationalist side behind that fence, so just to give that perspective too. The fence up ahead. Those houses there on the left would be backing onto that fence. Up ahead we're coming back out onto the old Park Road, so from here I think we will hit our Down and Alliance. Right, we're now on the Deer Park Road and we're going to head into Alliance, Down direction. That's us up here now. We're going into, this would be the Loyalist part we're coming into. So up ahead and on the left is a fence separating the two communities. Which runs the whole way up then. A good few streets yet, so I'm actually going to take a wee trip into Glenbryn. That's where happy memories as a kid. My nan and granda on my mum's side moved there, so I used to spend a lot of time with them. They would look after me, my folks were working. So if you'll indulge me in that, I'm just going up here. Funny wee memory sticking in your head. I remember there was a bit of ratting one night and my granda, he'd managed to get a plastic bullet and kept it for me. I treasured that. Unfortunately, one of my house moves, I didn't treasure it that much. I can't find it. You have Whitefield Primary up on the left there. And that would be my Nana, the Granda's house up on the right here. Good memories. God rest them. So we're going back down Whitefield here, and we'll head towards where the peace sign is. We'll go down the Loyalist side. This one here, it's literally at the back of people's gardens, so you can't go up it unless you want to get filled in or arrested. So we'll go down the two streets. That's Holy Cross Primary on the right. Do you remember all the stuff about 20 years ago? Again, the smell of cannabis is strong. I actually like the smell. Don't smoke it, but I do not mind it. So we'll go down here. This is Glenbryn Park. Now to the right of these houses is the PEACELINES, so obviously I can't get to it, but if I, down at the bottom here, I'll sort of turn in towards it. Nice houses on the right there. If I take a wee juke here to the right, and you see there's the fence goes up behind all the houses. So not ideal obviously out your back having that, but better than having your windows put in. We're back down here again. The fence on the right there. We'll go back onto the deer park and then we'll go into the nationalist side. Again, the fence backs on the homes, but we'll go up that street. Right, that's us on the deer park. You can see that same fence then up on the right there. It backs onto the houses on the Glenbryn side. And the same with these houses on the right here now. That'll be right at their back. we're going to take a left. We're going to go back down towards Crumlin Road. And we'll go to the roundabout, Ardoyne roundabout. We've got Tweddale, the Woodvale, and the Crumlin all meeting, so that's always been a bit of a contentious spot. That's the Ardoyne shops now on the left. So that's Crumlin Road down to the left, straight on again, where we came out of Flack Street. Then straight on here, lead onto the Woodvale and the Shankill. And then over to the right is Tweddale. And I think at this point, we'll do one more in North Belfast. We'll go up to Ballysillan and Ligoneel. We're now in Ballysillan. It's a bit of loyalist area on the Crumlin Road, and we're going to take a left then up the Ligoneel, which brings you into a nationalist area, and we'll just see how that goes. We'll get on the road here. That's us now on the Ligoneel Road. So at this point, you still a Protestant area. All these houses would be pretty much all Protestant. And this then becomes the dividing line. On the left hand side there's a park, so it acts as a barrier. The park's still on the left hand side, and we're now pretty much into the nationalist Catholic side. And from here on in, you're into definitely the nationalist Catholic side. I'd never really been through Ligoneel until quite recently, other than driving up that road, and it's bigger than I thought. But beyond that, then you go up that road, you're nearly going up to Crumlin and Airport direction. A lot of new properties built up here too. So that's the park then, which separates the areas without the need for a big peace line. Now, I know things aren't as black and white as they used to be, and there's mixing. It's just to give you an idea of how these areas still exist. And these divisions and these interfaces do still operate. And we're back into the Protestant side like that. Hey presto. Let's take a wee spin through Ballysillan since we're here, and then from this point I think we'll head over to West Belfast. Nice smell of cooking there, Sunday roast on the go. What's that, mate? It's both. It's limited to 25 kilometres or else the cops can take it off you, but you can make it up to about 45 or something. This one's a beast. I'd probably get about 50 miles out of it. Get it, it's a, what's the name of that one? PVY, mate. Some bikers, if anyone's looking one, I didn't even know the name there. It's PVY, is it, I think? Well, it came from China. Oh, this is a beast. Anyway, that'll do us in North Belfast. And we'll head over west.
Sorry, there was one more North Belfast video, this one from White City in the Whitewell area. There was a problem with the sound on this one. This is just on the edge of Newton Abbey on the Whitewell Road. We're in White City itself here, which is the small Protestant estate. And as we go on here, we'll go through the park with the fence into the national side. And then we'll go back down, finish on the Whitewell Road. And that's definitely North Belfast wrapped up.
We're now going to head towards the main peace wall, the one that most tourists end up going to. I am at the lower end of the Shankill at the moment. And we'll go to the big one that divides the Shankill and the falls. Down here first, actually, there's wee set of gates here that are obviously open during the daytime and can be shut as and when needed. The double gates. You come through then onto the nationalist side. They have all their murals. Again, it's a bit of a tourist attraction. It's a bit of a rent-a-cause. There's lots of different ones, but anyway, we'll come back round. And we're back onto the loyalist side, the North Hard link. So up ahead we have the biggest peace wall, peace line, Belfast. That separates the two communities. We're on up the Protestant side, obviously here, the Shankill side. More gates there that lead on into the nationalist side. There's commercial buildings in between, which lessens the tension. And you'll usually have loads of tourists, black taxi tours and coach loads arriving here just because of the sheer size of it. It is big. There's a few there. Write their wee names on it. You get the red bus tours that go around Belfast, the city tours. They'll take in these walls as well. Well, the main peace lines, they won't go around the wee smaller ones, but this one here definitely gets hit. You can just see how long it actually is. Some amount of scribbles on the wall. And then we're coming on the Lanark Way here. We'll take a left. That brings us to the main gates that can be shut off at times of tension up ahead. You can see the right there, the fence then behind those houses, separating them from their the people across the road. Into the nationalist side. I'll try and get down and see the big wall from this side of things. From memory, I think it's like the back of people's houses. It's not as accessible, so I'll have a look. And you can see up ahead there, behind the trees, is the top of the fence behind those houses. And we'll come down here, you'll see the back of it, or rather the front of it from this side. There we go, we were just round the other side. And on she goes. Yeah, back up the Springfield Road. Boston Lanark Way. We can get out through this traffic. Some kind people there letting me go. So up ahead the fence continues. You can see it just peeking out above the greenery. Into the right here is a big set of gates. You can get through this. I'll take a wee dart through just. This takes us into the Protestant Woodvale. You can see there up on the right the fence poking out behind or above the bungalows. I think those would be mainly pensioners' bungalows on the right. Keeping them safe. Just do a wee U-turn around the French Prince of Bel-Air Street. We'll come back on ourselves. And we'll go back through these gates. I'm going to go up the Springfield Road and we'll get another couple, I think. Just coming up Springfield Road again here. Loads of industrial areas again, which wouldn't have been the case in the past. There was housing that was ended up a lot of conflict, streets burnt. So that land's being used for business and industry, and acts as a bit of a barrier. On the right hand side would be the Protestant side. It's the Springfield Primary School there, and the way schools are in Northern Ireland, that would be a school where mainly Protestants would go to. But these homes here, I think, would still be Catholic. Like this wee woman get on the bus. Oh, this guy too. Watch out for the wee doggy. So into the right is the West Circular Road, which leads you into the Greater Shankill area. So these will all be Prod homes here, Protestant homes. I can get around this without hitting anyone. Here we go. So this leads into the Protestant area. I'm just going to go back on the Springfield Road. So up to the right here takes you into Highfield. I'll take a quick spin up here, which again would be a Protestant estate. It's a rather long-winded detour. I don't know the Highfield as well as I thought it did, but we'll come out where I was intending to. Again, lovely Black Mountain opening up in front of you. Go on the Spring Martin Road, which is where I was intending to go for all those wee detours. On the right hand side is the police barracks, and that separates this part of Protestant West Belfast from Catholic. So that's the interface, that's your peace wall. Some size of barracks. New Barnsley. far as I remember, New Barnsley at the start of the Troubles, I think it was mainly quite a lot of Protestants in it, but they had to move out and all the population movement was happening. It brings us back down onto the Springfield Road. And these gates obviously can be shut at times when needed. I think of one more in West Belfast. Right, we're on the last one in the west, the outer reaches of the west. We're in Blacks Road. And we're going towards Suffolk. Again, I feel like I repeat myself, but Suffolk's a small Protestant housing estate. Again, it's just surrounded by nationalist areas, so we'll take a wee cycle through it. And this is basically the extent of the estate on this side. Pitches and parks down there. Quite nice though, quiet, plenty of trees. The fella was admiring the bike, don't blame him. So up onto the main, this is the Stewartstown Road up ahead. You have to gain the police barracks there. I'll just take a left, then we'll come up right. So really the estate finishes at that garage at the back of it. All the rest of this area, you go up right, way up in there is all nationalist, West Belfast. We'll just come back this way rather than crossing the road, just spin round. I'll go up here and I'll show you the extent of it the other way. And the Lena down. And round the back of that wall would be the end of Suffolk Estate, so it's very small. We'll take a wee juke round here. It's the back of the estate there. Don't mention it. There we go, there was those shops up there. Bit of greenery, and then on over behind all those bushes there's a fence there. We'll go up to it and then that'll be Suffolk done and dusted, and that's West Belfast done. If I've missed any, I don't think I have. You can let me know. It's another wall of sorts behind that. So it's well camouflaged. Right, I think we're South Belfast and then east, which shouldn't take too long, there's not too many there. Right, we're over in South Belfast now, just on the edge of the city centre. We're at Donegal Pass. Over to the left is the Ormer Road. So the Donegal Pass, obviously Loyalist, Protestant, and then the Lower Ormo would be mainly Catholic and Nationalist. I'm just going to cycle over this side of the pass. So in behind these houses you would get into, there is a bit of a fence behind them, which leads into off the Lower Ormo, sorry. I think the train line actually runs in between it there, if I'm not mistaken, which acts as a barrier. Up ahead there you get in the Botanic. I think one of the Just Eat guys with no food. We'll go back down to Donegal Pass. And we're going to go right up the Lower Ormo. I got that word right. Ormo. Lower Ormo. Spit the bricks. So in round there is the back of the Donegal Pass, the Loyalist area. So we'll cross over the bridge and you're in the Nationalist end of things. We'll take a right down here. So that was in towards the back of the houses we were just at. Usually you can get down this road, but it's all obviously blocked off. The train runs in between it, and those houses on the left would all be Nationalist. Right, we're now over in East Belfast. We're on the Albert Bridge Road. There's just one to do over East Belfast. On the left is the Short Strand, which is a small Catholic Nationalist area, the only real one in East Belfast. And then on the right hand side, on up and up behind it, is Loyalist East Belfast. So we'll go into the Short Strand first, have a look around there, and then we'll come at it from the other side. So they've grown trees and all on the left here, so that acts as a barrier. See, the houses still have grills on them there in front. On the Mount Pottinger Road. We'll take a ride up one of these wee streets. People out enjoying their beers. You can see straight ahead of you there, there's the peace line, the wall, the fence. All the way there. And we'll go down this way. It's a decent size one too, actually. So we're coming back out onto the Newtonards Road. This is all Protestant now. We'll take a wee detour down here. Fence there at the back of those bungalows. More people enjoying their beers. Let these people past. You go down here, here's the fence. Oh, it's an electric one. Right, lads. Only goes 25 kilometres. No. Sorry, lads. That was the fence down there. Don't want to disturb the kids playing. Come out here back onto the Newtonards Road. All the murals. So it's probably a good time to end the video. I think that's most of them covered. Maybe some areas you don't usually see. I maybe missed some. Well, thanks again for watching, anyone that's watching. Hope you enjoyed it. All the best.